What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Viva Los Bills. Buffalo Will. Don't mind the little tail that jumped up here. It was my cat jumping on my lap. Uh, Cousin Vinny, as always.
What up, what up, what
What's
up?
going on? Everybody out there on Zingo, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching us. What's up? How's it going, bro?
Man, I'm excited. Another big Buffalo win. Need another one for the
Clinch
AFC East clinch
at home.
division.
At home if they get it done. At home, which would be huge. We'll start off like we always do. What you got? What you got over there?
Last week I had one of these things called neutral.
Yeah.
It was pineapple flavor. I loved it. It was like a 4.2. It was pineapple flavor. This time I got a watermelon one. I like them so much I picked up a watermelon flavor, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Like I said, I like the pineapple one. I'm gonna give this one a shot, see what it look like. Hold on.
All right, go ahead. I'm just looking to see, making
You
sure I
guys
can
know, you guys know the deal. 3 little sips, and then we grade them.
see. Mhm.
Very, very good.
I'm gonna have to try those out.
200 calories, no added sugar, gluten-free, real vodka, real juice, 4.9% alcohol, another 4.2. It's really good.
You gave it a 4.2.
4.2.
All right, this is where I'm going because I didn't get out to go get some beer today. I forgot about it. It snowed up here in Jersey, so shoveling with my kids. By the way, happy birthday to Jaylene, my little niece. She turned 6 today. Shouldn't be watching this part of the show. But anyway, so I didn't go get no beer. So I ran with Terramana. Mania.
Okay.
Terramana. It's tequila. You know who drinks this tequila? The Rock. The Rock says, know your role.
Okay.
Know your tequila. There was one point I was afraid to drink tequila because when I was I think it was 1 year out of high school, my buddies and we went back to go watch one of the high school basketball games. My brother Oz, who's been on the show, he was with us. We were bored and we're like, man, what should we do? And he's like, well, why don't we get some drinks? And he's like, well, if you guys want drinks, I'll go get them for you because he was of age. This is a long time ago, so it doesn't matter anymore. So we're like, hey, let's have some tequila. It was like, all right, let's get tequila. He's like, don't have more than 6 or 7 shots. I think that night I did like 20-something shots. Ate the
Jeez.
worm. I forgot how to speak English. So for a while, I
Never
was afraid
still
to eat
alive.
it. Yeah, a surprise. Just drinking some of that. What it was that? So let's try this bad boy Terramana. I've had it. It's actually pretty good, pretty smooth. We're celebrating a little different. And
Yes,
here
sir.
to the Bills for clinching the playoff spot. Bills Mafia
Salud.
Nation. All the Viva Los Bills fans out there. Salute. Let me try this.
Think. This is to a great Buffalo win.
Nice. It's actually good. I don't mind sipping. It's pretty good. And I'm not a big tequila guy, but this is pretty good. So
Awesome.
kudos to the Rock and Terramana Blanca tequila people. Made in Mexico. 100% puro agave. You know, they say this is like one of the best alcohols to drink tequila because it's like
Well,
pure
agave.
and not a lot of crap in it. Whew, but I'll be sipping that. Oh, my buddy Bear Tom. Well, I don't call him Tom, I call him Bear. Saying, looking good, little buddy, nice beard. How you doing, Bear? Hope everything is well. Trying to catch up to your beard, Bear. Bear always had a big beard out to here.
Yeah.
Vietnam vet buddy there.
Nice.
So,
Shout out to you, Tom. Thanks for joining us, bud.
well.
Yeah, mine's a little baby beard compared to yours. Look.
I know. I was thinking of trimming it, especially when I have to wear the mask at work. You know, my hair shoot out everywhere, and it looks crazy. It goes up into my nose. It drives me crazy. That's why I shaved it the last time. Was because
you got some gray in there too. I see. Let me see. You got some gray up in there.
Dude, I think that natural's hitting you. I don't know what you're talking about. There's a lot of gray.
I got a little baby gray. Couple grays coming in there too, man.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna say you froze for a little bit. Yeah, I see you. You got the hair. I don't know if I have more than you, and I'm younger. It's all that stress. All right. Let's talk about picks real quick. Then we'll jump into the game. That last week's game. Straight up, I did pretty good against the lines. Not so much. The spread, I went 7-9. Straight up, 11-5. So if anybody played the 11-5, you might have done all right in a pool or something. So hopefully you won something. How'd you do?
10-6 straight up. There was a couple ones that we flip flopped. I won one, I think, on the flip flop, and you won on the other one. I think it was the Denver game.
Well, Denver, I know I went against Denver for both. So
yeah. So, but we did pretty good. Real close with the score on the Bills game. So,
I missed it by half a point.
Yeah. Somebody put "Go Eagles." That might be my boy.
That's your boy Angel.
It's Angel. What's up, Angel? How you doing, brother? Yeah, man, that was a good game over there. I think he went to the game, so he got to enjoy it. That's pretty awesome. Who put old? Who said we were old?
That's him. That's Angel. He said old, and then he put "Go Eagles." So
we are getting old. Eagle. Hey, we'll talk about it later. But Eagles are going to be a dangerous team over there in the NFC, man. They're in the playoffs. They're 9-7 right now. They're looking good. They're rolling.
They got a chance.
They got a chance, man. They're looking pretty good. Dallas is on the downside offensively, but we'll get into it.
Real quick, like we always do. We're gonna talk about the Falcon game. Hold on, these were the words by Mr. McDermott himself. Here you go.
Listen to me, that's a great job, man. Great job at home in January, right? These games are gonna be tough, man. They're gonna be tough. Real impressed by how we adjusted. Halftime, right? Wasn't going our way. We lost some momentum. You guys come in. You kept your poise. Coaches did a great job. You guys executed. Great freaking job, man. And hey, welcome to the playoffs, baby. That's one of our goals, right? That's what we set out early in the year. One of our goals is win the division. We get a chance to do that at home. Yes, sir. Hey, the blend of humility and confidence. Big time this week.
Not always gonna be pretty, fellas. We punch our ticket, man. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Again, that video is from the Buffalo Bills site. I usually grab it from there if they put something off of Twitter. Angel ended up giving us a thumbs up. No, that was the old. There's the thumbs up. Sound effects. What? Lost Vinny. What the hell happened to Vinny? Hopefully Vinny will come back. Anyway, it was the lineup for the game day on Sunday. Waiting for Vinny to hop back on. No surprise here, really. Emmanuel Sanders, he's been dealing with a banged up knee. Matt Breida, I guess since he had some fumbling issues, they put him on the sideline. Bobby Hart, he was pretty much, filling. And once the guys started coming back from the COVID list, he's back on the sideline. Tommy Sweeney, I guess he's still dealing with COVID. Vernon Butler and Boogie Basham, I believe, were both healthy scratches. Anyway, hopefully Vinny will come back on soon. He said he was having some technical difficulties earlier on, so that might be messing him up at the moment. I think the Bills played a hell of a game. They knew they had to win to be, at least clinch a playoff spot. They clinched the playoff spot, which was huge. And, we needed this. There it is. Let's put this out. Why did that shoot out on its own? Things are getting cray here. Let's take that off. Vinny's almost back, but not yet. Well, here he comes. There's Vinny. You're back.
I don't know what happened, man. I was in the middle of my sentence talking, and it just kicked me off.
Anyway, I just showed the lineup on Sunday with the guys who were sitting. No big surprise with either one of them. The Bills had to win this game. We talked about them needing to win, and it got a little iffy there, and we got lucky because of that taunting call and him actually not being in the end zone. That was huge because at one point I was looking at it like, damn, are we going to blow this game? That penalty was humongous and a game changer. So, what were your thoughts on this game, man?
It was a good game. Like you said, that was the pivotal point in the game. to where he slid. I don't know what he was taunted Jordan Poyer for. I think Poyer was. I think he held back. He could have hit him if he wanted to, but being that he slid in,
Yeah.
he kind of pulled back, and Matty didn't like it, so he got up, said a couple words. But the only bad thing about it was he wasn't in the end zone. He put his knee was right before the end zone, which negated the touchdown and took him back down to like the 15-yard line, and they couldn't capitalize on that. So that was a huge play for the Bills. I was nervous about that play because I was like, man, they're coming right back in it. I mean, I never was in doubt in the game, but it's like we were dominating them, but we let them keep coming back. They kept coming back. We were making stupid mistakes. The interceptions that Josh Allen had. I mean, he played a horrible game in terms of throwing the ball, but man, he ran the crap out of the ball too. And a shout out to Motor Singletary for running the way he did, man. If we could get this momentum going into this last game and into the playoffs, so we have a balanced attack, running and passing, we're gonna be a good, dangerous team in the playoffs.
Yeah, one thing with these two right here, according to the Buffalo Bills PR, Devin Singletary has 782 yards. Josh Allen actually has 700 yards. It marks the third time in Buffalo Bills history that the team has had two 700-yard rushers. Other time was O.J. Simpson and Jim Braxton back in 1975 when I was born. And then C.J. Spiller and Fred Jackson in 2013. Also, I believe it was the first time, where was this? Josh Allen and Devin Singletary each running for 2 touchdowns. This game marks the second time in history with 2 players running for multiple scores. Curtis Brown and Terry Miller in 1978 versus the Giants. So we're going back. It was a hell of a game by those 2 guys. Listen, I mean, Devin Singletary carried the ball for 23 yards, average 4.8 a carry, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen had 15 carries for 81 yards, 5.4, 2 touchdowns. Zach Moss tacked on another 5 carries for 39 yards. He was averaging 7.8 yards a carry. Isaiah had 1 carry for 3 yards. Listen, I still say it. They need to get Zach Moss in there more. But
Absolutely.
You know what? With Josh
Hey,
running,
Good news too. We had cut Antonio Williams. We picked him off this week. I know you probably got that in the news. And another thing, Angel just commented saying the Bills need to top the front 4. In other words, we'll tighten up the front 4 and we'll be able to stop the run. Lotulelei came back and wasn't too much of a factor, but I guess his presence, I mean, he played a decent game. Once he's in there, it's like a totally different run defense. I told you that since last year. I've been upset because he seems to, kind of miss important games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we needed him this game. We got him. This Jets game, I'm a little concerned about. I mean, I know it's for the division title, but Jets played the Tampa Bay Bucks pretty tight. I mean, they had the lead going into the 4th quarter. So, they're nothing to be played with. They want to play spoiler. We played spoiler to them a couple of years back, if you remember.
Yes.
So, this is a sleeper game for us, man. We need to play. We need to play against them. But we need to top the front 4, and we'll be okay in the run game.
The one guy on this list that I was surprised when I was watching him on Sunday was what's his number there? 51, Eli Anku.
Yeah, he was balling.
Yeah, he's a big boy. It's something to look forward to.
We just picked him up. We just picked him up not too long ago.
He looks pretty big. He's one of those big meat and potato guys that I kind of like. I was like, who is that? And then I was
I think we got him from Atlanta. We got him right from Atlanta too.
Might have been. I think he was a traveler, one of these traveler guys. What else? Looking at this, I mean, the team played well. The defense was on point. They got some rushes going on there. I mean, they got to Matty Ice a few times. Mm-hmm. It was a good game. I liked it. Listen, 5 sacks. First time we had 5 sacks in a long time. You brought it up. Josh Allen throwing those 3 picks. Some of them are nasty. It's kind of, you can't be doing that. We're going to play the Jets. Hopefully they could get this win and clinch the East. This way they get a home game. That's the biggest part of it. Do they have to win? No, but if they want to host a playoff home game, then win this game. Host
sure
in front of the fans. But
they want to get the AFC title. They want to get that AFC East.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
they got something to play for. So, you know, and New England got something to play for. You know, they got to win out. If we lose, they clinch. So, you know, if we both win, we got the tiebreaker. So I'm hoping the Bills show up because now we're playing pretty hot, and we just keep that momentum going. I like last week we had the discussion with Bill what's his name, Vader, and you know, he was saying, he was commenting how disappointed, you know, how we played mid-season, but you know, I had to kind of reiterate we're hot now, and that's when the time you want to be hot. You want to be hot, you know, last 2 games into the playoffs, coming in hot.
And hotter.
You know, look what happened with Pittsburgh. Hotter in the playoffs for sure. Look what happened with Pittsburgh. What, 11-0, and they just crumbled. That, you know, that's something I wouldn't want to go through. And you know, going into the playoffs with a nice win streak, you know, and the way we're playing, Josh just needs to get a little bit more on the ball, throwing the ball. You know, those 3 interceptions kind of, you know, threw us for a monkey wrench, but he ran the ball well, you know, so it kind of made up for it.
The thing was, I mean, he tried to force a few plays, and then one, I think the one to Beasley, you know, I guess he thought Beasley was going to go up or something, or he just threw it over his head and went right to the defensive player. So there was a few iffy ones, but you know what? Overall, they played well. They ran the ball. They kept to the running game, which is good. And our defense, man, our defense is just playing crazy. I mean, they're the best defense in the league. And look at, I mean, you got this squad. Where is it? Boom! You got this squad, and that's not even everybody on there. Number 1 in the league, and then we don't even have 1 Pro Bowler on defense. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Crazy.
It's the first time. Well, it's not the first time. I think the last time it happened, I have it over here in some notes. It was against the Steelers back in 2012. They had the number 1 defense, and what's it called? Not even 1 Pro Bowler. And by the way our defense is playing, I think they've only given up 11 touchdowns or something weird like that. It's the only other team to do it was the Ravens back in the day with Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Noli. I forgot his Lodianata, whatever his name. So that defense, that's who you're comparing our defense to right now. So like you said, if Starla Tulieli and these other guys, Harrison Phillips has been playing like a monster.
Yeah, man.
As long as he stays healthy, if these guys could stop that run game or slow it down, teams are in trouble. And boy, Levi Wallace looking good out there. Boy, looking good. He had a few good, nice big plays. So everybody's stepping up, which is good. That's what you got to do.
Sure. What about Coach McDermott, man? You know, they're talking about head coach of the year, this and that. He's not even really mentioned in the top 5, and he's coaching a team that has a top 5 offense and a top 5 defense. If you look at all these other head coaches, they have maybe 1 team in the top 5 in terms of offense or defense, but he got both of them. He got offense and defense in the top 5. Yeah, he's not even in the top 5 mentioned. So that we're just being snubbed overall everywhere, man.
It stinks because I actually put a little bet for McDermott to win Coach of the Year. So we'll see.
It ain't over till it's over.
That's right. And I think the thing is, like, you have some of these teams that just turned their season around, like the Cincinnati Bengals. Nobody's really talking about that guy, but man, he should be in mentions for Coach of the Year as well.
Running. Absolutely.
Yeah, not that I want him to win. I'd rather have McDermott win, but you got to give the guy some respect. I don't think neither one of us picked Cincinnati to win that division.
No.
You know? They just stepped up and did what they had to do. Some NFL news real quick. The Bucks released Antonio Brown. I don't know if you've been paying attention to that mess.
Yeah. I think he quit. I don't think he got released. I think he quit.
No, he got released. The rumor is what he was saying. His statement was he was hurt, his foot or an ankle or something, that the coach knew that he was hurt. Bruce Arians knew. And during the game, he came up to him, was like, "What are you doing? Why aren't you playing? Blah, blah, blah." He's like, "I can't. I'm hurt." Blah, blah, blah. And Arians is like, "No, get your butt in there." And then he's like, "No." And that's when he takes off his jersey, his pads, everything, and does jumping jacks in the end zone. So if your ankle hurts, why are you doing jumping jacks in the end zone? Whatever he was doing.
See, but there's some different versions of what happened. Your version, you know, what you read. I've heard that he was 8 8 catches shy of getting his bonus, which would have been like $300,000 or something. I don't know, some crazy stuff like that. So somebody said sign AB.
That's Angel.
Nah, man. Angel, no, we ain't gonna sign him. You can take him over there in Philly. But I mean, he's a hell of a ball player. But you know, I believe the kid got CTE, man. I believe he's got some issues, some mental problems. You know, off the field, he's had some issues. You know, he did like what's his name on the Bills? I forgot his name that he quit at halftime.
That was the defensive back. Yeah.
Yeah, he quit in the middle of the game.
Hold on. They were also saying that it was known he was injured. Whatever, that the coach should have known. Whatever, that's done. Then there was a rumor that there's a girl, I guess, who went viral on OnlyFans for licking a toilet seat or something, and that he had her come to his hotel room that night and told her, "Hey, just wait and see what I do tomorrow." So that was one thing. So that's another rumor out there.
I didn't even hear that.
I was reading, I believe, it on a Bleacher Report, and then there was that the Bucks have said, "Hey, listen, they've told him you should seek mental help." So who knows what's going on? Maybe it's like you said. Maybe he has CT. I don't know. But if he was injured and the coach knew that he was injured, he said, "I can't go," he has possibilities for legal action. And the rumor also said that he asked the Buccaneers for his incentive money and they denied him. So who knows? I guess we'll see where this goes. And no, I don't want Antonio Brown on our team. We have enough wide receivers. If we just need a man,
by the way, speaking about incentives, I don't know if you have it in the news, but Stephon Diggs needs just 6 more catches to reach his incentives up to like $1.5 million. I don't know if you read that.
No, I didn't. So you know what's going to happen, right? If I'm the Jets, I'm sitting on a Stephon Diggs because Stephon wants those catches.
Absolutely. It's 700. I think it's for 100 catches for the season. It's like 780,000. And then if he goes above 1,500, I forgot the second one, but it's another 750,000 if he reaches those incentives. So he's gonna be balling. But like you said, the Jets are gonna play spoiler. They're gonna try to play spoiler for us not to win the division, and they know, to stop Stephon Diggs so he won't get that bonus money.
Well, the one thing for the Jets was that guy Braxton Berrios. He might not play. He had a hell of a game last week. Yeah.
He had a monster game. He had that kickoff return or punt return or whatever it was that he ran.
And when I did the show with those guys who were Jet fans, I can't remember the show offhand. I said, why don't they play Braxton Berrios more? This kid's a free agent. Bills might have to look into Braxton Berrios. Probably at a discount rate. Anyway. Yeah. Also, the Bucks news.
He's like the Puerto Rican version of Beasley.
Is it Puerto Rican?
I don't know. I'm just
Anyway, we got to look into that. All right. The Bucks, they also won't have Ronald Jones, who's banged up, Shaq Barrett, and Jason Pierre-Paul, but those two are due to COVID-19. They're on the list. So, this is a game they want to win. The Packers clinched already home field, so it doesn't matter. I guess it depends who they want to play in the playoffs, if they want to win that game or not. Jaguars, they're set to interview with what's his name? Oh, man, I had it right here. What the hell? See, this is when I was rushing. I wrote Jaguars are set to interview with the Jaguars. Oh, boy. Bill O'Brien. That's who it is. Bill O'Brien, one-time head coach of the Texans, who's over there down in Alabama as a coordinator. They're going to interview him for a possible head coach. Like, the guy didn't do all that great for the Texans. Why are you want to hire him? Some of these guys, it makes no sense, some of these moves, some of these places.
Hey, listen.
I don't know.
These guys, they know each other in there. They know who's who. The owners know the coaches. Look what happened with Coach McDermott. When he got hired on, a lot of people say it was the worst coaching move in NFL history. That's what they said, I just read it. I don't know if it was Sports Illustrated or CBS said that. It was rated as one of the lowest ranking coaching hirings, and look what he's done.
Listen, to me,
How did you feel when you heard about Coach McDermott signing? When there were other options, there were a lot of better options back then
I don't know
in
if
terms of big names.
I don't remember. I didn't mind it. Listen, when they hired Doug Marrone, I was like, why are they hiring this guy?
Yeah,
The only thing he
yeah,
won was the Pinstripe Bowl, which is what you
yeah.
could get to if you win. You're in the Big Ten or whatever it was, and you go 6-6. You could make it to the Pinstripe Bowl. You didn't win the national title. You won the Pinstripe Bowl twice.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
come on.
yeah.
And then I was even more pissed off when they hired, what's his name? This dummy.
Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan. I was like, are you kidding me?
I like that signing though. I thought he was gonna do well. I thought he was gonna
didn't-
actually do well, man.
I didn't, because if you watch Rex Ryan, he inherited, I believe it was what the hell was that guy's name? I can't even remember.
Doug.
The Jets.
Doug.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were talking about our GM back then, Doug Whaley or whatever his name was.
Not Whaley. He inherited not Mariucci. I forgot his name. His team. And when Rex Ryan came on, he brought about, say, 3 or 4 Baltimore Ravens with him. And he had 2 good years with the Jets. And ever after that, it was a steady decline. So to me, that just showed you that Rex Ryan wasn't really a good head coach. Good defensive coordinator, not a good head coach. Yeah. So to me, that was just rough. Now, talking about the Ravens, they already named Tyler Huntley as their starting QB versus the Steelers this week.
Oh, they did? Well, they have nothing to play for anyway, so.
They're not out of it yet, are they?
Yeah, I think they're done.
It's a slim chance they still could make it in. They're not eliminated officially, and neither are the Steelers. So they're both playing for a possibility.
They need a lot of help. Yeah, they need a lot of help.
So I was surprised, especially when Jackson over there, he made it to the Pro Bowl. Right, Jackson? Whatever his name.
Yeah, he did.
He made it to the Pro Bowl, and Allen didn't. Come on now.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see what happens with that. Here's some news. J.J. Watt, he's been, he's been cleared. He's on the IR, even though they put him on designated to return from the IR. He's cleared to practice, and they're saying there's a chance he could make it back for the playoffs. J.J. said, I will be back for the first Cardinals playoff game. If he's there, that's pretty big because the team is different when he's on that squad.
Absolutely.
He's a beast when he's out there, but he's like Mr. Glass nowadays. So always hurt. Can't count on that guy. He's a beast, but glad we didn't sign him. Possible move here. Tell me what you think. And we got connections. The Carolina Panthers said they're open to moving Christian McCaffrey. What you think? What's up, Brian?
McCaffrey. How you doing, Brian?
You too, bro. Hey, you want any?
Man.
Hey, Brian, Christian McCaffrey, you want him or not? Go ahead, Vinny. What you got?
Man, that's a tough one. I mean, he gets hurt a lot. He's a great baller. He's a great player. But man, if we get Dayball to call running plays, you see what Motor can do. You see what Moss can do. But they got to get their numbers called, man. People are complaining, hey, we don't have a run game. We don't do this. But how are you gonna pass? I mean, how are you gonna get on these guys' case when they're not getting the number called? You see what I'm saying? When you're throwing the ball 50 times a game and you only throw the ball. Brian says he's down. Don't need it because we have Christian Wade. That's true. Hey, shout out to them guys over there at Breaking Tables too, man. They got a great show also, man. Thursday night. So give them a shout out too. He does a great job.
You want to hop on? Brian? Listen. So hold on. Would you take him or not?
If it comes with a decent price, I'll take him. Hell yeah. Shit.
Well, his contract is 20. His contract is 20-something million a year.
I don't want to take him then. We like 9 million strapped in cap space, so somebody gonna get cut for that.
Well, that's the thing. That's the big thing. His contract is 20-something million a year, I believe. Now, man, if we could get him, it'd be great. The problem is we're gonna have to give up probably a lot. And like you said, I'd have to look up our what we have at money wise next year.
9 million. We're 9 million right now.
Now, what I'm saying next year,
Brian said we don't need to run. We have Josh Allen,
Josh
number
Allen.
17. That's true. But hey, man, listen. I love the way Josh runs, but you can't front, man. Every time he runs in that open field and the guy's coming, man, it's like I cringe, bro. Like, man, I don't want him to get that season-ending injury. Look what New England Patriots did to him. What was it, last year or year before when they gave him that concussion? Remember that? That was kind of nasty. They're trying to play. They're trying to take his head off, bro. You know, but I love the way he's strong, man. Stiff arming people, jumping over people, dragging people. The dude's a beast. You know, 6'6", 230. You know, he's very, very mobile for his height and his weight. He's nasty.
Well, it was funny because I didn't even know, but it was Mark Sanchez on the commentating this week's game, and he's like, "Yeah, I talked to him about taking all these hits, and I was like, yo, you need to stop because you never know, and it's true. He's a big beast. I mean, we also remember this one, whoosh, jumping over the guy, and then we went over Kansas City, whoosh, jumped over this guy, and then I forgot to show this one. Boom, he jumps over Devin McCourty. The guy's just hurdling people. He's a beast. He's a monster out there, and it's cool, but you never know when that next hit's going to come and he's going to be out, and then we're going to have to rely on, I forgot his name, backup quarterback from the Bears. Who's this?
Trubisky.
Trubisky. Then we'll have to rely on Trubisky. Dennis Bolger
Trubisky's
saying,
congratulations,
making the postseason. Thanks, Dennis. You bum-ass Giants. What? Giants. I love Dennis.
Yeah, man, he's congratulating us, and you over there calling them a bum-ass Giant. Come on, man, you gotta show them some love, man. They showing us some love right now, bro. That's
how I show Dennis love. Tough love. Also, Chino wrote, he's like, ordering some takeout. I would try and make it in bit. Scrub. Vinny, what's up? Everybody.
What's up, man?
Scrubs, and then they call me Scrub. So that's why they're saying Scrubs. Listen.
Brian put, be good, guys. Go Bills. Let's beat the F out of the prop planes.
Take care, Brian. You never came on to the show, Brian. We were on your show. You got to come on our show, Scrub.
Yeah,
come
man.
On, Brian. Have some jokes and laughs. Thanks for checking in, bro. That's just Scrubby. Yep, that's Dennis. Just saying that's Scrubby Willie. We go way back, Dennis and I. He's a mush. So let's move on with some more news. What we got? So Christian McCaffrey, possibility. The only thing, like you said, the guy's always hurt, man. When he's out there, he's a monster. Just imagine him on our squad. It'd be dangerous, but too pricey probably. Jim Harbaugh said he'd be open to a return to the NFL. I don't know why he would leave Michigan, but I guess if you want to come back to the NFL, why not? Where would you think Harbaugh would be a good fit with some of these scrub teams looking for head coaches?
Jacksonville.
You think he'd be able to tolerate going to Jacksonville and losing? Because, that's a young squad all around. He gave. I don't know if he gave up in San Fran, especially after his brother beat his butt in the Super Bowl.
I don't know, but a lot of these guys. Listen, a lot of these guys they don't want to come to a team to have the same culture. Look when McDermott came. We weren't that bad of a team. We're a 500 team, and he came. He just changed the whole culture. I mean, this week alone, he changed it to championship playoff caliber. Mm-hmm. And now he took all the stickers out of the locker room and put championship caliber. I mean, they got this mentality, you know what I mean? And when you talk about culture in the locker room, the coaches want to establish their own culture. Yeah. So they don't want to go to a place. I think, to me, if he goes to Jacksonville, he'll be starting like a brand new from scratch and be able to mold his team. Not getting something that like Houston, they got problems over there. I mean, they actually played pretty good week before last, but there's so much inconsistency in terms of what's going on, and then all the stuff that's going on with the quarterback and everything. So, I think he would be a great fit over there, to be honest with you.
By the way, I think I had read that most of the plaintiffs in the Deshaun Watson case
Mhm.
were willing to settle except for two, and that's messed up
Mm,
everything. And I think that stopped the trade to the Dolphins.
mm.
So yeah, I mean, I guess Houston. It's crazy
But
because
Tua's been playing pretty good. So how do you
yeah,
think they're gonna feel? How do you think How do you think the coaching staff feels about picking up Deshaun Watson when Tua's actually
mhm.
been playing decent?
and,
You know,
and that's a new head coach there. So we have to see who else gets fired. Jacksonville. I mean, I could see it, but like you said, he has to go in there, and then if like you said a good point, if he would have to bring his culture and say, "Yo, this is what I want," and there's a lot of a youth there, and it would make sense. So we'll see what happens. Maybe he will come back. This one I read and I liked. T.J. Watt needs one sack to
one
tie
more.
Michael Strahan's record,
Was it
and
24?
I think it was 23 and a half or some stupid thing
Okay.
like that. He broke Gastineau's, I think it was Gastineau or Klecko's record
I
for
think it was
sacks during
Jackson.
the year.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was a bunch of hoo-ha. I was working that game, and the Green Bay's tackle was shutting down Michael Strahan the whole game. And towards the end of the game, Brett Favre rolled out to Strahan's side, and the tackle ended up not blocking so well. That one play towards the end of the game is
You think it was
Strahan
a
won the
setup?
record.
You think it was a setup?
Oh, it was. It was so bad. I felt bad because Clayco had to come down and give him, the record and stuff. It was just bad because he would have never got it. He would have tied it. He tied it, yes. That I give it to him. But he would have never broken it if the tackle and Brett Favre didn't just roll out over there on purpose to give him the sack. So I'm hoping TJ gets two and breaks Michael Strahan's sack record. That's what I'm
That'll be
hoping.
great.
Can't stand it. Fake sack record. Now I touched on this real quick. If the Titans beat the Texans, the road
Number
to the
one.
Super Bowl for the AFC goes through Tennessee. And that's kind of nasty because they seem to kick our butt. Real quick, and they were saying by SoFi Stadium, because of the whole COVID thing, there's a possibility there would be a Super Bowl with no fans.
Oh my God.
You imagine?
That was
Imagine that. All right, real quick. Teams eliminated. Jags, Lions, Texans, Giants, Jets, Panthers, Seahawks, Bears, Washington, Broncos, Browns, gone. That was my pick for the division over there. Falcons, because we beat them, gone. Vikings, gone. This one I was surprised. The Dolphins, they're gone. They'd had a nice
They're
run.
completely. Oh yeah, because they lost that last game. If they won out, they needed some help. That's right.
Yep. So they're gone. They could play spoilers and beat the Pats and knock them down on shelf a little bit, make it easier for us.
Yeah.
ESPN power rankings. Green Bay 1, Kansas City 2, Tampa 3, Rams 4, Tennessee 5, Cowboys are out. Bills are actually at 6. CBS, Green Bay 1, Rams 2, Bucks 3, Bills 4. Woo! Move back up. Kansas City 5. Bleacher Report, Green Bay 1, Kansas City 2, Bucks 3, Rams 4, Bills 5. Woo! Looking good. Now, real quick on some news, Bills news. I touched on it. Emmanuel Sanders, he hasn't practiced due to that banged up knee, so he's doubtful for Sunday. Listen, honestly, the way everybody else is playing, let him rest. Let him get that week rest and keep him for the playoffs. It's more important there than on this game. If we win, we have a game. If we don't, we're still in the playoffs. Don't need to get him hurt where he won't be able to play in the playoffs. Again, if we win, if we could beat the Bills, if we could beat the Jets, it'll be the first time since 1995 that the Bills have won or clinched the AFC East at home. Big game. Let's get it done. You touched on it. You brought it up. I was happy to see this, even though the poor guy don't get no play. Running back Antonio Williams was brought back to the practice squad after being released. And to make room for him, they released Austin Pro. Bills, like I said, defense leads the league. No Pro Bowlers. First time since the Steelers in 2012. By the way, everybody watching, vote for Harrison Phillips for Walter Payton Man of the Year. Go out there and vote for him. He's been our Walter Payton nominee for our squad for I don't know how many years in a row now, probably 5 or more. Go out there to Twitter, vote for him. You repost his hashtag or whatever it is, and you can get him in. Hopefully he wins this year. Now, we touched about it a little bit, talking about McDermott. McDermott joins this man. Boom! Legend. Where else would you rather be?
Marvin.
He joins Marv Levy for having 3 consecutive 10-plus winning seasons, 3 years in a row.
Wow.
So that is huge. He got some good company with the man, Marv Levy, right there, 95 years old.
Wow. God bless him.
Yep, God bless him. I keep saying I want to buy his books and read his books, and I haven't done so yet. I got to do that. And for the Bills, legend of the game, Hall of Famer in our hearts, but not into the Hall of Fame yet. Boom, Steve Tasker. This is the
It's going to be chilly.
It's going to be chilly. I was going to play that later. That's how we remember Steve Tasker right there. Look at old Kenneth Davis.
Wow.
Yep. The guys. I don't remember who 9 is. Was that our punter?
He's a punter.
And that's Mark Maddox there holding him up. Can't tell who's that 2 over there. I remember those guys.
That's not Brian Mormon, is it?
No, that's way before Brian Mormon.
That's way before,
yeah. All right, so we got that. I guess we're going to start talking about our picks. Let's get to some picks here. We have any comments over here? I've been like slacking, like my eyes. Nope, we're still good. We got games on Saturday. 2 games on Saturday. So here we go. Chiefs 11-5. Broncos 7-9. Chiefs are actually giving 11.5 points to the Broncos. I wish I could root for the Broncos. Well, I would root for the Broncos to get this win, but I don't see it happening. The way they've been playing, the Chiefs still want that second spot, so they need to win this. If not, the Bills slide up to second if they could win. So I think the Chiefs are going to put it on them because they want that second spot.
Man. Yeah, I got the Chiefs also. I'm going to go 30-17. The defense kind of let them down in that game against the Bengals, which was a great game. I watched that game too, and I was kind of happy the Bengals won, but now I'm like, damn, Bengals look pretty good. If we have to face them somehow in the playoffs, it's going to be a scary game. They look pretty good. Burrow looked pretty good. Them guys, the defense is what let the Chiefs down, but I think in this game, defense is going to come back up and they want to get that second seed, so I think they're going to put them on them. So I got them 30-17.
Listen, if you have to pick any of these teams that look like they're going to make it to the playoffs, who would you rather play in the first round?
I want to play the New England Patriots again.
I was thinking either the Patriots or the Rams. Not the Rams. Jesus, the Chargers. And though the Raiders are still in it, so I mean, I would rather face the Raiders, the Chargers.
Raiders is such an unpredictable team, though, man.
Yeah, but the Pats, it's like, man,
we're gonna beat them out. We're gonna beat them at home.
We should have beat them both times.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
If we end up, don't forget, if they get their whole squad healthy against us, it could be nasty. So I think I would rather play those other 2. Moving on. Cowboys 11-5, playing the Eagles, who are playing for their life. Cowboys are giving 4.5. I don't know, Angel. This is going to be a tough game, but I think the Cowboys will win this game because they want to be the second seed. I don't know if they can be the second seed. If Tampa loses or somebody. I don't know. That whole race right there is still tight. The only ones in the driver's seat is Green Bay can do whatever they want. But I think the Cowboys are going to win this. What you get?
I'm gonna go against you, man. I might take the Eagles on this one, man. They played all right. This last game, offensively, the Cowboys are kind of like I'm not convinced yet with the Cowboys, man. This is gonna be a big game.
Division rivals.
I think division rivals, yeah, man. Cowboys already won the division, so they're already what's their seed? You know their seed?
I'm not sure, but I mean it's still close because I know the Rams are 11-4. I don't know how it would work out that whole thing. Actually, the Rams are 12-4. So if the Rams lose and the Cowboys win, I don't know if they move up or what. And then you got the Bucks who are 12-4. So you would need those two to lose, and the Cowboys need to win to see how that all works out.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys are going to try to. They're going to play to win because they got that seeding at stake. Philly just are in the playoffs. So, I don't know, man. The Eagles are a dangerous team. Cowboys didn't really show me much offensively the past couple of weeks. They look a little weird. I don't know. Watching them, I'm not like convinced yet. They got to make me. If they beat the Eagles handily, then I'll be convinced that Dallas is for real. But other than that, I got the Eagles winning 24-17. I'm going out on a limb on this.
That's it, man. You're just trying to make Angel happy over there. I see. 13-5 Packers are playing the 2-11-1 Lions. The spread on this is only 3. I know Devontae Adams said he wants to play. I think somebody else on their squad is not playing. The thing is, man, this team still has so much talent. They can't sit everybody. And the Lions are just rough. I hope the Lions win because I need them in this pool I have. But actually, I have the Packers too. I have the Packers too, so it doesn't matter. One of them are going to lose. So anyway, I think the Packers are going to win this, even with Rodgers probably sitting and Devontae Adams only playing the first half or something.
Yeah, man. Listen, I think the Packers are going to win, but I think it's going to be a real close game because they already got the number 1 seed wrapped up, so they're going to sit everybody. Jared Goff might come back this week, which means it'll be a tighter game, but I still think the Packers' backups are better than the Detroit Lions starters. So I got the Packers winning 27-24. A close one.
Yep, we got that. So they would just push, according to you. We'll see.
Yep.
Bears 6-10. The Vikings are 7-9. Vikings are actually 5.5 point favorites. So I'm going to take the Vikings to beat the Bears in a game that doesn't mean much at all. Just some pride.
Yeah, Vikings. I'll take the Vikings on this one. Kirk Cousins might be back off that COVID list, so he probably last game of the season probably want to shine. Both of these coaches, they're probably out of there. Crappy record this year. Bears looked kind of good last week against the Giants. I don't know if you saw that game. They looked actually but that's against the Giants, so you're not saying much. So I got the Vikings winning 24-20 to 17 Vikings. 24-17.
Just because you said, a lot of people were saying they're kind of tired of Zimmer up there. So there you go. If Harbaugh, who's in Michigan,
that's a good
slides over there to Minnesota, that's a possibility. That's a possibility.
Yes,
and that's a team.
I can see him over there.
Yeah.
I can see him over there.
And that's a team with some upcoming promise. They got some good bones.
Yeah.
There's rumors, there's teams who are interested in acquiring Kirk Cousins. Woo. That would be kind of big.
We got to have him back on the show.
Gotta have him on the show. Come on, Kurt. Washington, 6-10, are playing the lonely Giants, who I picked last week to beat the Bears, and that didn't happen. Washington's given 7 points. That's how bad the Giants are. I'm going to go with the Washington football team just because the Giants are that bad as well.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to watch it. I think James Palmer, former Buffalo Bill backup, is starting, I think, over there. And I never really got to see him play. I seen him. They pulled him that one game he went. They pulled him right away. So it might be a blowout. I say Washington 28. Shit, this is a tough one, man. It's gonna be nasty. 28-10. I got the Washington football team, which, by the way, they're gonna unveil their name here in a couple of weeks.
Are they?
Yeah, their new name. We'll see what it is.
Hope it's good. Colts 9-7, big game, playing against the 2-14 Jaguars. Jaguars could play big time. Spoilers here. Colts are giving up 15 points. Which Jaguar team is going to show up? That's my question. The one that's competitive or the one that poops the bed? I think the Colts win, but they don't cover.
Really? What's the spread on it?
15.
That might be you might be right, man. But damn, 15's a lot.
I mean, they should beat them by 15, but I think the Jaguars want to play. By the way, Chino said, "I'm here." What's up, Chino?
What's up, Dino?
I think the Jaguars are going to want to play spoilers.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Colts need this win to get in the playoffs, man. So they're going to be playing with a chip on their shoulder. Jaguars, I don't know. Do they want to go out? I think they probably win more than 15 points. I'd say about Colts 30, maybe 30 to 14.
Woo.
Yeah, I think they're gonna shellac them. They need to get in the playoff. Jonathan Taylor's gonna just run over this team.
Well, that's the thing. Jaguars just need to stack the box. Steelers 8-7-1 are playing the Ravens 8-8. Both teams, I guess, still have a slight chance. Need some help, but I'm going to take the Steelers to upset the Ravens, and I believe knock the Ravens out of the playoffs. I didn't do all the math to see if they can be knocked out, but I'm going to pick them to get knocked out.
I don't know, man. I think this is a tough one, man. This is a tough one. Ravens don't really have much to play for. They're out. Steelers have to win and get some help to get in. So I think
Ravens aren't out yet.
Huh?
Ravens aren't out yet. The Ravens aren't out.
I think the Ravens have a chance.
No, they're not on the officially eliminated yet. So
I don't know, man.
There's a slight chance.
I'm still. You know what? Okay, since you say they have a chance, I'm going with the Raiders. The Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens in the squeaker. I say 27-24 Ravens. I'm right. Look, and I'm writing them all down. I'm writing them all down right here. I'm writing them all down as I go. As I go. Okay, as I go. So
I got mine down. I put a little. Okay. I put dots by what I picked.
Okay. All right. I got the Ravens 27-24 in a squeaker.
Tennessee Titans 11-5. Texans 4-12. Tennessee is giving up 10 points. I'm taking the Titans because the Titans want home field advantage.
Yeah.
If they had clinched, I would be like, they don't care. But they need this for home field advantage for the playoffs. They don't want to give it to Kansas City. They want the road to go through Tennessee. So I'm taking Tennessee.
I'm with you, too. They need that number one seed so they can have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So they're going to be playing real tough. Houston been playing. They played a couple weeks ago. They played pretty good. I think didn't the Texans beat them already this season?
Don't know.
I think the Texans beat the Titans this year. It's going to be a close one, man. But Tennessee, I think, is going to prevail. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I believe you might want to go back, but I believe Houston beat Tennessee this year. But anyway, I still got Tennessee winning and getting that number one seed throughout the playoffs. So I got them 2017, Tennessee.
They did lose to the Texans 22-13.
Yeah.
But I believe that was with Tyrod Taylor. He ain't playing, man.
Okay.
Saints 8-8. Falcons 7-9. Saints are giving up 3.5 points. To me, this is just a poopy game all around. Saints aren't officially eliminated, but the Falcons will beat them this week. And play spoilers.
I don't know. Saints still got a little bit of hope left. You know, they need a lot of help if they have a chance to get in. If they win out, they might, get some help and get in there. So I think they got a little bit more motivation than Atlanta. So I think it's going to be a real close game too. So I'm going to say Saints 27, Atlanta 21.
All right. Moving on to the 49ers, 9-7, Rams 12-4. Rams are giving up 4.5 points. Kittle, the tight end from the 49ers said this is going to be pretty much like a bloodbath over there. It's going to be a beatdown. Whoever wants it more is going to win this game. With that said, I'm going to take the Rams.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be this to me is like the game of the week. Because 49ers want to get in the playoffs and the Rams want to win the division. So it's going to be this one of the most interesting games of the whole week that I'm going to really want to watch. So that being said, I think the Rams going to have to push. They want that division. So I think they're going to win 28-24.
All right. Moving on. Pats 10-4. Dolphins 8-8. As we said before, Dolphins are out. So Pats are giving up 6 points. I think the Pats go in there and win and cover by 6. But I'll be rooting for the Dolphins to beat them.
I hate even writing this down, but I think just watching the way Miami played last week, bro. It was kind of rough, man, to watch. I thought they had after winning 7, 8 games in a row, and then to drop that when they did when they really, really needed it. I think they're done this year. So I think the Pats, they want to win this division. They're banking on a Jets win over the Bills. So they're going to do everything in their power to do whatever they can to win this division. Belichick's going to run the ball, run the score up if he could against the Dolphins division rival. So that being said, I think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be 28-10, man.
All right.
They just put 50 points up on the Jacksonville Jaguars, so they're hot. Patriots too, so.
Seahawks 6-10. Cardinals 11-5. Cardinals are giving up 6.5 points. I'm picking the Seahawks just because I want them to beat the Cardinals. I don't know why. Maybe because of the whole Hail Murray crap. Kind of sip on Cardinals haterade. They're joining Kansas City over there. So I'm going to take the Seahawks. Seahawks is one of those teams I like to root for, even though they're out of it. They pooped the bed this year. I hope they beat the Cardinals. Good.
Cardinals one of the best road teams out there. I think they're 8-1 on the road, but they're real crappy at home, and they're playing at home this week. So that's a tough one, man. It's a tough one to call. Seattle's not really. What's their record anyway?
6-10.
Seattle, do you know their record?
6-10.
Yeah, I think they're done. They're gonna roll, get ready to go home, man. So I say 30-17 Cards.
All right. Panthers 5-11. Bucks 12-4. Bucks are giving up 8 points. The Panthers, you seem never to know what you're going to get with this squad. One day they're good. The next day they're just rough. I think the defense just tossed in the towel and said, "That's it. Whatever. We're not doing anything." So I'm going to take the Bucks with the 8 points because everybody's fighting to be that number 2 or in that conference. So we'll see. I guess the Bucks.
Yeah. Carolina looks crap. Their freaking O-line is all torn apart. They look like crap. I think the Bucks beat them a couple weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago. Beat them pretty good. So, man, what's the spread on that?
8.
Yeah. No. I think the Bucks are gonna beat them like 30-14. That's what I got. So.
This is a big game here. This game, if I watch any other football game besides the Bills, this is the game I'd probably want to watch. Chargers against the Raiders. Both are 9-7. Chargers are giving up 3 points. Who wants the playoffs, baby? I want to pick the Raiders, but I think the Chargers are just a little bit better all around somewhat. Like they play more cohesive, but then they poop the bed too. So this is like a coin toss. Who you'd rather see? I'm going to go with the Raiders. That's who I'm going to go, Raiders. And by the way, I said the Raiders would probably be, but before the season started, I said the Raiders would be either 500 or above 500, and people were disrespecting them. Look at that. They're 9-7. They're above 500.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good one. Justin Herbert. He's a baller, man. But, watching the Raiders beat the Colts after they gave a shellacking to the Bills, they looked pretty good beating the Colts. That's what, that's kind of like where I'm at. Man, they beat the Colts when the Colts actually needed for seeding. So it's going to be tight, man. It's going to be a good game. But I still got the Chargers in the squeaker, man, 24-23. real tight.
So you go into the Chargers. I went with the Raiders. And here we go. The Buffalo Bills against the New York Jets. Bills are 10-6. Jets are 4-12. They got the Bills giving up 16 points. This is one thing. I want to take the Bills to win, right? But I don't think they're going to cover. And this is my only reason. And I'm probably wrong because for what we've seen in the past, hopefully the Bills are winning this game by enough points in the fourth quarter, and they sit Allen, they sit Diggs, they sit the important, well, not everybody's important on the squad, but they sit those guys that you need every week and nobody could come in and do their job. But there's been times before that you and I are watching games and we're like, dude, why are they still in the game? Why are they still in the game? Take them out of the game. Take them out of the game. So I'm hoping the Bills are in such a big lead by the third quarter that they sit these guys. And I don't care if they don't cover the 6.5. Okay? 16.5. Just win the game. I don't care if it's 6 points, 3, whatever. Win the game so we could clinch. And hopefully we can end up with the second seed. Hopefully, Denver surprises Kansas City or whatever. But either way, if we're winning, take the guys out in the fourth quarter. Don't let them get hurt. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. What you got?
Man, listen. The AFC East division is at stake. That was like a little tongue twister right there. AFC East division is at stake. I've got a personal bet with my brother-in-law for $100. I told him we would sweep the Jets this year. So I need to win this game personally. I don't care if it's by 1 point. But we want that AFC crown. We want to be able to establish a dynasty in terms of, New England Patriots won the last 14, 15 besides last year. So I want us to start establishing a dynasty in terms of the AFC East bullies. That's what I want. So It's not what I want. It's what they want. If they want to get this win, I think it's gonna be an ugly game in terms of I think they're gonna score a whole bunch of points. So I got the Bills 30-14. It should be a blowout to get the AFC.
Real quick, this is like we mentioned, Emmanuel Sanders, doubtful. You're picking the Bills with the blowout. Ed Oliver, ankle, but he was a full participant. He's been balling this year. Him and Harrison Phillips been looking good. FA over here, man, the guy, he's putting in some work. I kind of like what I see from him.
Yeah.
And with Jerry Hughes probably not returning next year, and who knows about Mario Addison. If I was going to bring either one of those two back, I'd bring back Mario Addison. But we have some young youth looking pretty good over here. Stephon Diggs should be fine. Just been sitting out. One thing I got to touch on here. So I'm going to have to pay up. Unless Boogie gets 3 sacks or 4 sacks this week, I'm going to have to buy a T-shirt. But I did want to look because Greg Rousseau has 4 sacks. Boogie has 1.5. They didn't give him that half a sack that one game. It would have been a little closer. But real quick, what do you think the snap count is between both of those guys?
Between what?
The snap count for Boogie and Greg Rousseau.
Oh, the differential on the snap counts each?
Yeah.
Oh, I know Rousseau has plenty more. It's probably maybe 75-20 or something like that.
No. This is for the whole year. What's up? What the? My buddy Chris said, "What's up? What's up, Chris?"
What up, Chris?
Jada, happy birthday! Like my other niece, my brother from another mother. It was her birthday today. Happy birthday, Jada. Greg Rousseau, snap count for the year, 507.
That many?
Boogie, 184.
Damn. I was way off. I was off by a couple hundred.
Hello, it's been a bunch of games, and he's played pretty much every game.
I didn't think wow.
Yeah, so 507 to 184 is a big difference, but we made the bet. And so I owe you a shirt. What size are you?
1X.
1X? All right. So I got to get you a shirt. We'll see what shirt I get you.
Don't give me no pink stuff and be funny about it. It's got to have something Bills on it.
I'm gonna get you a Sammy Watkins shirt. Anyway,
Oh, damn. Damn.
as we said, this guy, he's gonna be the Bills legend of the game this week. And on that note, we'll get ready to step off. Listen, as always, hey, hit us up on Twitter. Follow us on Viva Los Bills, Facebook, Viva Los Bills. Everybody could join on there. By the way, Chris and the family are watching dinner, watching the show, but we're coming to an end. So hopefully you guys are almost done with dinner. Join our Viva Los Bills YouTube page as well. So before we go, we got to listen to the message of the legend of the game. It doesn't matter. It's the Jets. They're used to this too.
So we'll see you in Buffalo in January. Be ready. It might be chilly.
Damn right, it's going to be chilly. Hopefully we beat the Jets and we host the game in January. So everybody, adios. Peace out. See you guys. Buffalo Bills fans. Hey, to the Commix.
Go Bills.
Right now. Cheers.
Bills.
Go Bills. Peace out.
Let's get that home game, man. Our home playoff game. Get that AFC East